More than 300 years ago, in the small riverside villages along the Paraíba do Sul River in Brazil, life was humble and hard. The people depended on the river for food, for trade, and for their daily survival. Among them were 3 fishermen, Domingos Garcia, Felipe Pedroso, and João Alves. These men rose before dawn, their rough hands calloused from years of casting nets, their faces weathered by sun and wind. Fishing was not only their livelihood, it was also their offering for village feasts and church celebrations. In October of 1717, the people of Guaratinguetá were preparing to welcome the new governor of the region. The town leaders asked the local fishermen to provide plenty of fish for the grand banquet. Eager to serve, Domingos, Felipe, and João set out in their small wooden boat at dawn, rowing up the wide, slow river. They cast their nets again and again. Hour after hour passed, yet the nets came up empty. The men grew anxious and weary, for they knew the responsibility they carried. Late in the afternoon, as the sun dipped low and the sky turned golden over the water, João Alves cast the net once more. He felt something heavy tugging beneath the surface. Hope rose in his chest. At last, perhaps a large fish. But when he drew the net back, what emerged was not a fish. It was the small clay figure of a woman, darkened by time and river water, her head missing. The men looked at one another in wonder. Moved by curiosity and reverence, they lowered the net again into the same spot. When they pulled it up, to their astonishment, it held the missing head of the little statue. They carefully joined the 2 pieces together and placed the small figure gently in their boat. And then something extraordinary happened. As they rowed downstream, their nets began to fill, so full of fish that the boat itself threatened to tip from the weight. The fishermen felt deep in their hearts that what they had found was a sign from heaven. The small clay image was taken to the humble home of Felipe Pedroso. There, his family placed it on a simple wooden table and lit a candle beside it. Night after night, they knelt before the image, praying the rosary with deep devotion. Word of the miraculous catch spread quickly among neighbors and travelers. Soon, many came to the Pedroso home to pray, to seek comfort, and to ask for help in their struggles. Over the years, countless stories of grace were told. Fishermen saved from sudden storms, enslaved men and women who gained their freedom, sick people restored to health. The devotion grew so strong that the little house could no longer hold the number of pilgrims who came. A simple oratory was built to shelter the image. Later, a small chapel rose on the same ground. As the decades passed, the devotion continued to spread across the land. In 1834, a larger and more beautiful church, known today as the Old Basilica, was built in Aparecida to welcome the multitudes who came to honor the Blessed Mother. And still the faithful came in endless streams: farmers, merchants, mothers carrying children, soldiers, rulers, all kneeling before the small, dark statue found in the river. In 1904, the image was solemnly crowned. The golden crown was a gift from Princess Isabel, offered in gratitude for a grace she believed had been granted through the Virgin's intercession. On that day, Our Lady of Aparecida was honored as the Queen of Brazil. In 1930, Pope Pius XI declared her the official Patroness of the nation. October 12th, the day of the miraculous discovery, became her feast day and a national holiday of faith and joy. Today, the story of the fisherman and the little clay statue continues to inspire millions. Pilgrims travel from every corner of Brazil and beyond to the great Basilica of Aparecida, one of the largest Marian shrines in the world. What began with 3 tired fishermen, a night of empty nets, and a simple prayer has become a symbol of hope and trust in the providence of God. Our Lady of Aparecida remains, for the people of Brazil, not only their patroness, but also their mother, the one who appeared in the river to remind them of heaven's care and to bring blessings to those who believe. All the Catholics of the world rely on the intercession of Our Lady of Aparecida, Patroness of Brazil. Mother Aparecida, pray for all of us.